Hi, I'm Cole Perfetti.
Darnell Nurse.
Hey, I'm Ryan Suzuki.
Hi, my name is Barrett Hayden. My name is Aaron Eklund.
Hi, I'm Sam Bennett.
Bo Horvat.
Travis Konechny.
Hi, my name is Jacob Chikrin.
Hi, I'm Robbie Fabry.
Hi, I'm Ryan Merkley.
My name is David Ladden.
Hi, Nicholas Ritchie.
My name is Evan Bouchard.
Hi, I'm Max Domi.
Hi, my name is Connor McDavid.
Hi, I'm Quinton Byfield.
With the 9th selection in the 2019 OHL priority selection, the North Bay Battalion.
The North Bay Battalion is pleased to select as their first round selection from the Don Mills Flyers, Liam Armsby.
Back to the Don Mills Flyers once again. Liam Armsby, a player that you saw a lot of. Tim, as both of you, of course, saw a lot of this season with Don Mills. But it's a case where another Don Mills name and another name that'll be very exciting to see in a battalion uniform.
Yeah, for sure. And again, you can look at the stats there. Lots of points. 49 assists in 49 games. And Liam was one of those guys that you watch and you think he had a good game, and then the score might be 5-3 and he had 4 points. Just a guy that does a lot of things well. Again, you can see their heads up. He's looking at the ice, looking for his teammates, and again, goal scoring and just knows where to be at the right time. So there he was in the finals there. So a great offensive player.
Yeah, and one of Liam's biggest strengths is how hard he plays. He's a little bulldog out on that ice. The feet are always moving. He had a rough start to the beginning of the year. He had a shoulder injury, so he was a little slow getting going. But I'll tell you, once he got going, he was a big part of that. Not only the Don Mills team, but again out in Red Deer, another kid that I had with Team Ontario. And he got better and better as the tournament went on out there. And he was arguably one of our most productive, one of our most effective players at the end of that tournament out in Red Deer.
Here's a young man who said he patted himself after Ryan Getzlaff for his 200-foot game, and we definitely saw that with the Don Mills Flyers over this season. And now the North Bay Battalion fans can check that out coming up this fall.
With the 17th selection in the second round of the 2019 OHL priority selection, the North Bay Battalion.
The North Bay Battalion is pleased to select in the second round Paul Christopoulos of the Don Mills Flyers.
And right back to Don Mills and Tim, going back to their blue line.
Yeah, Paul, again, you see the numbers there, a point a game person, but again, a prototypical defenseman that you want to see now in the NHL. Very good skater, can move the puck up. Very strong defensively, and again, in the finals and at the OHL Cup saw a ton of ice time. So, again, it's amazing to me over the years. I've been kind of doing this now for 10, 15 years scouting, to see kids like this on the blue line that are so gifted offensively, yet so, know the kind of the nuances of playing defense.
Yeah, and you look at, we talked about, you talk about Schmidt and Clark on that back end, and they got a lot of the hype this year.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, this kid was a gamer, and I bet you ask in that dressing room that they had that he was relied on to play a lot of big minutes, a lot of big situations, and just a kid that just went about his business. Yeah, a point a game, which is pretty good for a defenseman, but a lot of times, he was one of those defensemen that you got to go looking for because he just does all the little things right, and not making glaring mistakes, not making the big flashy play, but just effective.
With the 8th selection in the third round of the 2019 OHL priority selection, the North Bay Battalion.
The North Bay Battalion is pleased to select in the third round Alex Christopoulos of the Don Mills Flyers.
And for the second time, we see this last name pop up, of course.
Yeah.
And Tim, fill people in right off the bat, the connection there.
I believe they're twins.
Just
right?
wanted to double check.
Yeah. Alex was again. We were just talking about how you have to kind of break down the kids who are maybe not the top end. The kids that you go to, and to me, Alex was one of those guys you watch beginning of the year and you go, oh yeah, he's a good player. And then you watch at Christmas saying, he's killing penalties now, and he's playing the power play now. And by the end of the season, you're amazed at his game, which trending the right way, and you noticed him. You noticed him quite a bit, a lot more maybe than when you first watched Don Mills. And just one of those guys. Again, one of my things with scoring some big goals for them there was in the OHL Cup Finals. His work ethic. I mean, he just didn't stop when he was on the ice, and when he had the puck, he didn't want to give it up, and when he lost the puck, he went right after to get it back. And just a really hard-working player, that very good skater that has some hands. I mean, you get 90-some points, you got to have some nose around the net.
No, exactly. And everyone looks at this Don Mills team, and you see Wright, and you see Othman, and you see Clark, and you see all these guys. But I think what made them really dangerous and really tough to beat this year was no teams in the GTHL really could match up with the second and third line. They had the depth that they would throw a second line out with Alex here and some of the other players that other teams in the GTHL and not just GTHL, around the province just couldn't compete and couldn't throw the same talent out there. So yeah, if you shut down Shane and Othman for a game, well, look what you got coming at you down the pipe, right?
Yeah, they just came at you in waves, and Alex was one of the big waves that would come after you think, as Daryl was saying, okay, we've got the big guns, we're kind of having them a bit quiet, and then all of a sudden Alex popped 2-3 goals. And
with the 12th selection in the third round of the 2019 OHL priority selection, the North Bay Battalion.
The North Bay Battalion are pleased to select in the third round Justin Ertl of the Toronto Red Wings.
Justin Ertl of the Toronto Red Wings, 6 foot and a quarter, 185 pounds, Tim.
Yeah, they just don't give him that little extra to make him 6'1". Justin is, again, I think one of the reasons why the Red Wings did so well towards the end of the season, and then had a great OHL Cup and went to the finals. Again, the beginning of the year, you watched him, you liked him, he had potential, but as the year went on, you watched him more and more, and you liked him more and more. And you kind of see what his game is that he gets a goal in the OHL finals, OHL Cup finals. Has his head up, and he can kind of play that grinding game, that banging game. He goes in the corner and gets the puck. And again, it was fun to watch him from the beginning of the season and then towards and watch him in the OHL Cup, how much he's improved.
Breaking news: he's now actually 6 foot and a half. I've been corrected. The quarter just went to a half.
Yeah, he plays a heavy game. He's one of those kids that you don't want to play against. And then goes in the corner. He's always throwing his body around. He's not afraid to mix it up. And he plays a real, a heavy type game that I'm sure Stan Butler and his coaching staff up there will appreciate.